From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Ryan going with a screen for Murray. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's the ex-Patriot Danny Shelton there with a tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. Catch made, it's Moreau. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Complete.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
18 on the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Complete.
Virgil Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jones. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Carson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This will make it into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard, as this will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st down, Murray. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Jets 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Finding Gabriel complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This time Jackson will throw it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango.
First down, New York.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, he had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 33-yard.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Jones. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
At the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Murray, the ball carrier.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Ryan. He's got Burton here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. This one into the hands of Burton. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff. It's Eckler. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Here comes Richard on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Richard on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, "Take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me."
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Patriots.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gold to add the extra point. Up to 18 now.
Good. Makes the score Patriots 28, Jets 10. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Jackson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Once more, here's Eckler. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front, they got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
40-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Desmond King making the tackle. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Ryan. Flushed out right. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up.
And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st down, Jets.
Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Gallup. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
The kick is good.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a give right side. Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Makes the tackle.
The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Buying time to his left. Funches for the catch over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Carson.
Chris Carson.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Bring it. Watch out. 20.
Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Deebo Samuel. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Ryan's pass intended for Deebo.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Punt formation.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Complete.
Michael Gallup with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Now Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan is going to go for a big play downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Now Jackson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Foster Moreau, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
For the extra point.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Ryan. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 36, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Levante David. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
By the Jets.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 2.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On the ground, it's Eckler. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
First down, New York.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 54. Mike 54. 65. 65.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. play of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
Today's final
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback, because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Jets, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you.